So today we're taking a look at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Deadshot. And you may or may not already know, but I'm not a huge fan of McFarlane Toys. Just not my cup of tea, man. I know a lot of people like McFarlane Toys, but they just don't do it for me, and I wish that the DC license was in better hands. But anyways, I decided to pick up this figure because I thought it looked pretty good, and I saw a bunch of pictures online where he was like in cool poses, like people were doing a great job at making this figure look very articulated and fun to play with, and I heard it was dope, so I decided to pick it up. Oh, and I want a comic book Deadshot. Ever since the DC Icons comic book Deadshot was canceled, I've just wanted a good version of this character, and this looked like it was going to be a pretty good version. And I've got to say, I don't like it. I mean, I don't hate it either. I'm not mad that I bought it. Like, it's going to be cool just standing on the shelf or whatever. But if I would have played with this figure before, then I would have passed on it altogether because, you know, it just, again, it's a McFarlane figure and I just don't like the way they feel. To keep it simple, I just don't like the way the McFarlane figures feel, and that's kind of hard for me to get over. But anyways, the figure's pretty cool. Let me go ahead and cover the good real quick. I think it looks great, very comic book accurate, well sculpted, some really nice paint work. The head sculpt is dope. I will say some of the joints are cut up kind of bad, like the knees and elbows aren't quite as clean as I would like to see. They're not as bad as like other McFarlane figures, like the upcoming Deathstroke, but they're still not great. Like, they're not as smooth as they could have been. That's one area where I really wish McFarlane would improve with all their figures. Like, they got to cut these joints better because they look pretty bad sometimes. On Deadshot, they're not horrible, but they're not great either. And then as far as the accessories go, he does come with a bunch of cool stuff, like 3 sets of hands, and then he does have 3 different like gun attachments for his forearms. That's cool. And then he comes with the trading card, which is probably the most exciting thing here in my opinion, because I love that they include something that has cool artwork and information about the character. So that's dope. But yeah, that's pretty much all the good in my opinion. I mean, for me, the only purpose he's going to serve is just kind of standing on the shelf. As far as the bad goes, oh man, I just don't like the way the figure feels. That's the main thing for me. It just doesn't feel good in hand. It's not very fun to pose. He does have a lot of points of articulation, but I found it very hard to get him into any cool poses. And one thing too, his shoulder is like super loose. I could probably fix it, but right out of the box, it was kind of unpleasant. Oh, one thing I really hate about him is the fact that they gave him red wrists. Like, that's so stupid. It breaks up the whole look, and these could have been the same color of as the forearms. I don't know why the hell they did that. It's bizarre. But yeah, I mean, as far as, there's not a whole lot that I could point out to and say, oh, this sucks or whatever, but it's just the feel for me. That's really the thing that kind of takes this figure down. And, you know, I was hoping that wasn't going to be the case, but, you know, it is what it is. Anyways, I'm happy to have a comic book Deadshot. I'm going to throw him on the shelf, and I just can't wait for Mattel to get the DC license.